In this video, I'm going to talk about the Roger Federer-Tomas Berdych quarterfinal match at Wimbledon. Now, Berdych has been playing really well this year. He made it to the semis of the French Open. That's a little bit surprising. Clay's not his best surface, obviously in the quarters of Wimbledon. And he beat Federer the last time they played in Miami. So, again, Berdych is playing really well. And what do I think is going to happen in this match? What tactics does Berdych have to implement? What does he have to do to beat the reigning Wimbledon champ? Well, what Berdych should do is basically steal Robin Soderling's playbook. And Soderling at the French Open beat Fed in the quarters by playing really, really aggressive tennis. And that's what Berdych needs to do. He needs to serve huge, and when he gets a look, he needs to take big cuts and try and keep the point short and keep Federer on defense the entire time. The other thing Berdych needs to do, maybe the most important thing he needs to do, is keep his nerve, stay mentally tough over the course of the entire match. And that's something in the past he hasn't always done. Now, when you're playing a guy like Federer, arguably the greatest player ever, defending champ, and you're in the quarters of Wimbledon, there's going to be swings over the course of the match. You're going to be maybe ahead at some points, and other times things aren't going to be going your way. Now, I think both points pose some problems for Berdych. So if this is sort of the swings of the match, like that, you have high points and low points. Well, on the low points, we're going to start there. He really needs to stay tough and weather the storm, not get down on himself, not go away if he gets behind, if he falls behind. I think equally as important is what happens when he's up here, when he's at the high point. If we go back to the 2008 Aussie Open, Berdych was up on Federer 2-0, and he totally he bricked some volleys very badly. I mean, he had open court to hit into, and he missed the volley. He choked, for lack of a better term. So when he's up, is he going to be sitting there saying, wow, I'm up on Roger Federer, I've got a chance to beat this guy, and is he going to come unraveled because of that? Is he going to lose his nerve? He needs to stay tough and seal the deal if he gets up here, something he's demonstrated in the past he hasn't been able to do. So what do I think is going to happen with this match? Well, I think Fed's going to take it in 4 sets. I think Berdych is going to be good for a set, but if you look back to the Clement match and then more recently Jurgen Melzer, Fed started playing like Fed again. He was struggling earlier in the tournament, was down 2-0 against Faya in the first round. Well, the game has come back to him. He's moving extremely well, on balance, and just moving beautifully, for lack of a better term. And his ground strokes are really crisp, hitting them clean, hitting his spots, and he just looks dialed in. It looks like, second week tennis. Playing bad in the first round, or excuse me, the first week of a major is something, Sampras used to do. When he was in his heyday, he wouldn't be playing great, and then he would find his form. And that is what Federer seems to have done. He's found his form. So I think he's going to be too much for Berdych to handle. And again, I think Fed takes it in 4 sets. To close this video, I want to take a quick second to tell you about our live webcast, our live broadcast during the Wimbledon final, the men's final. Now, during that match, we are going to be broadcasting live on our website, fuzzyyellowballs.com, so you can tune in and listen to myself and Ian Westerman of EssentialTennis.com commenting on the match. And we've got a chat box going, so y'all can ask us some questions. We can certainly interact, diagram plays on the dry erase board, and so on. You may be familiar with the webcast if you watched us, if you tuned in during the Aussie Open final or more recently the French Open final. And like I said, a ton of fun. We had thousands of people watch in the past, and we'll be giving away a bunch of free, cool prizes. So if you are watching that match, please visit us on the website, again, fuzzyyellowballs.com. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you tune in.
Did you know that there are only 5 simple things you need to do to have a textbook forehand like Roger Federer? If you click the link in the description of this video and visit our website, you'll learn why Federer's forehand is so good and how you can copy his technique. And this entire 45-minute lesson is 100% free. Join the thousands who have already learned what these 5 simple things are and take control of your forehand today.